Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to ATS Showcases, and today I have returned to the wonderful state of California as I am sitting here in Bakersfield, and we're going to head up to Fresno today, a delivery that I would say is more short and sweet. However, we are starting in an area of California that has not been reworked quite yet, and we're going to be heading up into Fresno, which has been reworked as part of Phase 3 of the California Rework Project. And today we're going to be driving this wonderful Kenworth T680 Next Gen in this really cool gold metallic color with our ownable Load King trailer that is hauling the fertilizer that we are going to be delivering up to Fresno. So without further ado, let's get this Kenworth T680 started up and get on the road. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I certainly am. It is absolutely fantastic to be back here in American Truck Simulator. It has been a little bit, it's been a hot minute since I've done a video here in ATS. Obviously, I recently did another longer form content video for the first time in a little bit on the ETS2 side, where I finally got a chance to check out the Renault E-Tech. So it's great to be over here in ATS once again, and I had promised that I'd return to the wonderful state of California. And well, that is where we are now. You are maybe wondering, well, Prime, why are you in Bakersfield when it's, well, say Fresno and Huron are have been reworked? And to be honest, I was hoping to find a JCB related delivery around here in the Fresno, Huron, and Bakersfield area. However, that was not, unfortunately, the case, and well, we're making do with what we have with the fertilizer, which is still pretty different in many ways, and honestly, it works well with this truck and trailer combo. However, it is great to be back up here in this area, and yes, we are starting in an area that has not been reworked quite yet. So it's quite evident in many ways. A lot of you will know and love this area. I certainly do. However, it is showing its age. And, well, it's about time, hopefully, that this will be reworked next. I'm going to assume so, considering Phase 3 was just creeping on the border of Bakersfield itself. So it's going to be very neat. However, we are going to be heading up, as I mentioned, into Fresno, I guess the north side of Fresno. So it's going to be very interesting to see where the transition point is, and I'm going to assume it will be pretty cut and dry where that transition point is. And man alive, hitting a lot of lights there. I cut the first one because that was very long and there was a little bit of weirdness with the AI. So we'll just brush over that one. But no, it's great to be back here in ATS. And yes, starting off in an older section, moving to a newer section, giving some pretty cool contrast, at least for myself, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the delivery as well. But there's been plenty happening here in American Truck Simulator, and a lot of news, some of which I've been able to cover in my Prime News series. However, some of it I could not, given some other circumstances that were happening in my life outside of YouTube, and unfortunately, just time was not permitting at all. Well, at all times. But there's been a lot of news. The headline, what I would call it, is that Iowa has been confirmed as an upcoming state for American Truck Simulator, or at least that is now in development. I guess I should say pretty much every state in the US is technically going to be confirmed as an upcoming state at some point or another, but it's nice to have Iowa now officially in the list of the states that are in development. So next up we have Arkansas, then we have Missouri, and then we have Iowa now. So that is going to be very, very interesting indeed, and one that I am definitely looking forward to, as there's a lot of cool areas to explore here in American Truck Simulator. I will admit, a little bit weird, or maybe quite weird in all honesty, that the Dakotas have not been done yet. The fact that South and North Dakota have not been, well, are not in the horizon, as of at least right now for ATS, is very interesting. There is definitely that Midwest, or at least Southern as well, a movement east that is definitely the priority. Now, I also won't complain because we are still getting new map DLCs, but I find it interesting that we're almost creating a little bit of a gap again, going down into the southern and central areas where it opens it up, but then the northern section is closed off a little bit. So that's very interesting. I'm sure that will be the Dakotas are on their way. I'm sure of it. But kind of an interesting progression there on the map, and I'll probably have to do a guess what's coming next a video once again. I haven't done one in quite some time. I believe Texas was actually the last DLC, believe it or not, I did that for when it was in an early stage of development. So I'll probably have to do one of those fun, basically Prime News-esque videos again. It's the closest thing to speculation content you'll get here around the channel, so hopefully you guys enjoy that stuff. I know you definitely do, but it's the closest thing where I give my opinions on things. Obviously, it's not supposed to be speculation, but there's obviously an element to it because we're predicting what's coming up. I'll probably have to do one of those because there's there's a lot of options now in terms of what will be coming next after, well, I guess what would be Iowa now. So I'll have to put that on the queue of production, but there's a lot of content that I've got planned that got sidelined basically with other priorities, whether it was other commitments for videos that I've had or different priorities of videos, or for that matter just my time not being able to produce the content, which is the most annoying part for me at least, because I enjoy playing the games, doing the whole 9 yards of this. This is why I do it, and I do appreciate all the support on the channel. However, I really enjoy doing it. It's one of my main hobbies. So when it comes to me not having time to do it, it's one of those frustrations almost, because then I finally get to go do it again and something goes wrong, or there's something, you know, maybe a recording doesn't turn out the way I want it. Now, fortunately, that doesn't normally happen now, but there is always the possibility. So very interesting to kind of navigate at times, and that frustration level definitely happens, but it's okay. We are here now. That is all that matters. Oh, can't go out yet. The blind spot monitoring was not happy with me. So are we now kind of getting into the section of potential rework? Because that other side is looking mighty dark on the pavement. I feel like we're maybe starting to get to or maybe we've already passed it, honestly, where some of that transition point is. It's actually kind of hard for me to tell, honestly, right now, because it's already starting to look a lot better than what I remember this area being. And to be honest, I haven't actually, well, according to the profile, I have, at least this save, I haven't driven in Bakersfield in this save. Now, I feel like that is not correct. I feel like at some point there was an update that reset the map in certain areas in the old part of California, besides the rework, obviously. So something just feels a little odd there. But I would put some money on it to say that a lot of this area is starting to hit kind of the rework section, and it really does look like it. This does not look as familiar. Definitely this section here is older ATS or newer ATS, definitely. So I think we're already seeing the kind of the southern section of the California rework, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'm very happy about it. Otherwise, we've had more news on Arkansas. We've had, well, at least recently, a water bodies blog post, among many others as well. I'm not going to be able to recall off the top of my head the number of blog posts that I've unfortunately missed summarizing in these videos since the last episode where I hauled some JCB equipment for the very first time. So unfortunately, that is the way it is. And I gotta either pass this guy or back off here. I think we're just gonna pass him. we're gonna use. Oh, he's blocking me? No way. Seriously? Did he just block me, or did he is that the AI pass doing that? Are you serious? Oh man, if he actually blocked me, that was really funny. I don't think it was. I think it was a coincidence, but that was really funny. That was really funny indeed. So yes, we are most definitely in the new section of California rework now. I think it was back there at the transition point. A little bit more phased than honestly I was expecting. However, I think I was just distracted as well. So I probably didn't really notice the transition happen, but this is definitely the new section because of the highway signs. That was definitely not like that before, not to mention then everything else. So we got to go off here. So we're going to exit, and then we got to go left, or kind of the left ramp here. Swing our way around a beautiful area here in California, and this is why I wanted to come back. I spent a lot of time over in Nebraska, obviously, with the release of it. However, needed to come back over here to California because there's so much for me to explore, stuff that I hadn't seen before. and I am happy I did so, or I have done so, I should say, if I get my grammar correct. Sometimes it's a little hit and miss, but it's great to come back over here, and something that I'll be doing a lot more of. There's going to be a lot more content. I know I've said that before, and it doesn't always happen, but I can tell you for sure right now, there will be plenty of more videos more consistently coming, more shorts again. Some of you will like that, some of you will not, but there'll be more consistency. I'm going to try, at least, to have more consistency once again in my videos, and at least upload schedule to a certain degree. There's only so much I can do, because obviously Prime News, for those who may be new around here and may not know about this, Prime News is very much the spur of the moment. As soon as a blog post or some important piece of news comes up, I make a video on it. Sometimes the turnaround is quicker than others, but generally speaking, it is just on a whim. If it happens to lie on a normal, more scheduled time for uploads, which generally speaking, I release a main video on a Wednesday and a Saturday, all things kind of considered. Generally, that's the target, at least, plus in shorts on a Monday and Friday. However, it just depends on the week, depends on what's going on. I know I'm just gonna get out in front of the car there, so truck, you're not gonna be very happy, but I'm gonna try and have more consistency once again, whether that's well, both with the shorts and the longer form content. Try and give more. Again, there's a bit of a period where, unfortunately, my, shall I say, backlog of in particular shorts content. Normally I have a lot on hand. Unfortunately, given the time that I was not able to spend getting some of those short moments prepped and ready for release, unfortunately, I ran out of said kind of prepared clips, basically. I have plenty of raw clips, but nothing prepared, unfortunately. So, or I didn't have anything prepared. That has now since changed, and we're going to have more of a consistent schedule once again. However, it's one of those things where, especially with long-form videos, that it can be a bit hit and miss, and it's unfortunate. I don't like it to be that way, but I'm going to try and make sure we get more consistent stuff. There's going to be more here in ATS, more in ETS 2, and potentially some other games as well that I've done here recently, and maybe some new ones as well. Just throwing that one out there. So we got to turn in here to our delivery point. Now, I don't really know where we're dropping this off here at Bushnell. I think it's just up around the corner here. Oh, there it is. Well, that's pretty easy then. It's a very interesting depot, actually. It's very open, big solar farm, just ahead of us there. So we're gonna turn around here and see what I can do. Let's turn this way and not go onto the road. That would be not good. Oh, not hit the sign either. That would be bad. I'm gonna have to try and kind of do a turn around here. I didn't really prep this the most fantastic way ever. I really should have, you know, prepped the turn in a little bit better here, but that's fine. You live and you learn. So we're gonna just go this way here. I guess I could actually try and go a little bit more straight ahead here and get it to come back for me. Let's see if I'm gonna actually help it out here. Let's see, get it back this way, get the mouse go in the right direction. All the lovely things about camera movement. Let's see, slowly does it. Try not to take out the other Bushnell trailer on the backside. Looks like we're doing half decent. Use the nice screen here that's provided in this T680 Next Gen. Hopefully we get the full release of the T680 soon. It is supposed to be coming. It's just a matter of when. Now, it's not the most straight reverse ever. It's not centered in the spot, but given where we are, that's actually not too bad, I don't think. Let's go ahead to the outside. You know what? That's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and shut off the truck. And I'm going to thank you so much for watching. A wonderful episode here back in ATS. It is fantastic to be back, and there will be more coming from me. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel through this, let's say, a little bit of a wave period here where it's been a little flaky on my upload schedule. Went from having a lot of content with the release of Nebraska to pretty much nothing for a little bit there. But I do appreciate all the support. It is absolutely fantastic to see that everyone is so engaged in enjoying the content. That makes me feel good, because it means that what I enjoy, you enjoy as well. So everything is aligning, and seemingly the world is good. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.